Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Hubbard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hubbard, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, it's Hubbard. Deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 11-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Here's 2nd and 8. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23. 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go. You go out to its
He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be second down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Jets first down.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. H3, 218, chopper, chopper. Ready, go.
He'll drop to throw. Going deep now for Herndon. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he can
In the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Red. 10 Lobo. 54 Mike. And here we go. Bravo. Watch the pass. Let up.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Yeah, let's get set. 132 play.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Ready, ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Come on, set, 8, read.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Check 37. Let's go now. 18 Gator. Let's hit this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Charlie. Check right 55. 64. Read. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
2nd and 2. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a... did get him down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
36.
2nd and 6. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. He's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. The bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Right back to him on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On 2nd down now, it's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On first down, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Shifts by him, and he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll set up a throw. He gets it to Sims, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. 10 more there, and another first down. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
I'm on. Tight end right. 3 down.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it, as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talk
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Watch twitch. Watch the twitch. Mark 55. Mark 50. Alpha. I'm here all day. Are you ready? Go.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. Hubbard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Ready? I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey, check 24. Hey, 24.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Back at the 38-yard line.
So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. From the gun, Ashley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Jets take over first and
Let's go,
10
baby. Let's go.
at their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Caught by Wilson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. More preseason football on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Boss. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I got you. 198.
Now it's the backup Prescott. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go, baby.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And an alley to run. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one 28 yards on the ground. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Down the 2nd down throw on target. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check 43.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Prescott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott dancing to his left. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.